Hello, welcome to Cinema Savvy, and welcome back to a brand new trailer reaction video. So this is the brand new DC film, and no, it's not Justice League. There is another one coming out. This is the first official trailer for James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad 2, whatever you want to call it. This is the reimagined sequel, soft reboot, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a soft reboot. Written and directed by James Gunn. So, you know, for all those people saying that the first Suicide Squad film in editing was kind of crafted to be made like Guardians of the Galaxy, well, hey, guess what? You've actually got the director of Guardians of the Galaxy now for the sequel. I don't want this intro to be super long because I really want to get to this trailer, and then we'll just talk about it after that, because usually I tend to run my mouth before these things. But I want to get to the trailer itself. Just before we do, though, just a quick blast over the socials. If you like what we do on the channel, you want to know more stuff that we do on the channel, we do film reviews, trailer reactions when trailers come out. It seems like we don't have many trailers as of just yet. But you can follow us on Facebook at Cinema Savvy, Twitter at cinema_savvy. We're on Letterboxd at letterboxd.com/Cinema Savvy. And also we have some merch in the TeePublic link in the description down below. Also, I want to hear from you guys after we've watched the trailer together. Comment with your thoughts on this brand new Suicide Squad trailer. Are you looking forward to this reimagined vision of Suicide Squad? I think it could be pretty interesting. It looks like it's got a huge array of cast. And colorful characters and weird characters, and I think this is going to be more like the tone of the Suicide Squad comic books, which I'm really looking forward to. So with all that being said, I'm going to click this now. Hopefully this will work. Look at that. Here's one I made earlier. So we're going to be watching this trailer live. You might hear a little bit of echo, but hopefully you can still hear me over it. So I'm going to full screen this for me. And yeah, we're just going to watch this and comment on it afterwards. So with all that being said, I'm going to hit play now. Oh, red band as well. Nice.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
Jesus Christ. Look at Cena's arms.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
You two is clear to go.
5, 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What? You? We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
This is a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Blood school.
Yeah, because they changed his character, didn't they? He was originally meant to be recast as Deadshot.
Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
Oh my God. The hell's that?
You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
Do the job. So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
It's the perfect director for it, though.
Any questions? Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
We're all gonna die. I hope so.
I think that's Sylvester Stallone's King Shark as well.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Harley, although that is.
Oh, that's topical.
For you to cough without covering your mouth. What's the plan? What the hell am I supposed to know? You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive. And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks. If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I had to eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problem.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
That's why madmen do what they do.
I think James Gunn's called him like a douchey Captain America. I can see that. It looks fun. It looks really fun. Oh my God, and then King Shark rips someone in half.
I'm going to get you out of here alone.
The hell's that?
Oh my God, we've got to freaking tie you up in this shit.
Oh, this giant starfish.
I love the rain. The angels are smooching all over us.
Her accent sounds a little bit different in this one, Harley Quinn's. Is that it? Is that the... Yeah, that's the end of the trailer. Wow. Okay, let's talk about this thing. We have a lot to talk about. Let me bring that up there. Okay, so I am completely on board for this film. I think this looks a lot of fun. And I think this is what the first Suicide Squad film was kind of lacking. I'm going to talk a little bit about the original film, and then I'll talk about more of my thoughts on this one. But the first one, I would love to see the original cut, the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. When that first trailer came out, way back when it first came out, it was going with DC's dark tone, sort of very much in line with Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman. It was the third film at that time in the DCEU. And then the second trailer came out for that thing, and we had the Bohemian Rhapsody music playing over the top of it, and the editing style had changed, and they were trying to make it bright and colorful, and it was this clash of tones. And you could see that in the final product. You could see that it had been chopped up by a different editing company and popular music thrown over the top of it. And it was trying to be like Guardians of the Galaxy. It was trying to ape off Marvel's success with that, that team up film and that dynamic. And now, as I said, they actually have the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. You can tell clearly that it's the writer of that as well. The humor looks like it's really fun, like it's going to be really near the nose. It's going to have a dark sense of humor to it. It's going to be quite near the mark compared to the first one. But just tonally, my God, you can see such a difference with this thing. Such a difference. And this is the tone. When I think of the Suicide Squad, when I've seen, I think there was an animated film, a DC animated film called Assault on Arkham. It looks like it's this tone. The new Suicide Squad PS5 game that's coming out, that looks like it's within this tone as well. So it looks like they've nailed it with this. I think they needed to realize that, even though, is this even part of the DCEU? I don't think it is. I think it's been dubbed as a standalone story, or a standalone sequel to the Suicide Squad film that came out before. I don't think you're going to have many references to it at all. The fact that the film itself is called The Suicide Squad, the first film's called Suicide Squad, this is called The Suicide Squad. It feels like a hard reset on this. You get the reaffirmation of what the actual Suicide Squad are. They're these prisoners, they go on missions, and it shaves so many years off their prison sentence, and they're all injected with these implants in the base of their skull, in their brain, which will detonate if they try and escape. They give you all the rules and the setup for what the Suicide Squad is within this film. Margot Robbie is always great as Harley Quinn. I might not like how she's written on paper, but I'm sure that James Gunn's going to do a much better job with it than what they've done so far within Birds of Prey and the first Suicide Squad film. But in terms of casting, Margot Robbie, I don't think you could actually ask for anyone more perfect to play Harley Quinn than Margot Robbie. So it's nice to see that they've got her on board. But again, it's sort of like taking the successful and good elements from those previous entries, Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey, and just reinvigorating it with, a really tight script, likable, fun characters, and just really nailing this ensemble. And that's what it looks like. Because first and foremost, the Suicide Squad have got to be likable. And in the first Suicide Squad film, I think that, Margot Robbie kind of overshadowed everyone. You had Will Smith's personality in there. And I actually didn't mind Will Smith in that film. He was fine, but he isn't returning for this. And we had Idris Elba cast. And I remember originally he was meant to be playing Deadshot. They were going to recast Will Smith's character. It was going to be the same character, but they were going to recast Will Smith with Idris Elba. Since then, and I wasn't aware of this, they've changed their mind now. He's playing a different character. He's called Bloodsport. So I guess it's kind of giving them, they're going to see how well this film does, if it's a success. And if people go and see it and it makes a lot of money, then they can always bring in Will Smith later down the line to fit more of this new tone that they're going for. And I'm really digging the look of this thing as well. John Cena looks absolutely hilarious as Peacemaker. They must have a lot of faith in him and his character as well, and the audiences are really going to gravitate towards him, because next year, March next year, he's getting his own TV series, a spin-off TV series from this film. So clearly they think this is going to do well, and they've put everything into that to get a spin-off TV series in the works with him. King Shark. Oh my God, King Shark. The fact that they have King Shark, you would never have had this in the first Suicide Squad film. You had Killer Croc, but he wasn't like this big, imposing crocodile-like man. It was just a guy in makeup, and that's, absolutely fine. Inherently, that's kind of what the character was. I think the character of Killer Croc has some kind of skin condition, I think, in the comic books, if I remember rightly. Although there's been other depictions, but the fact that we actually have King Shark and not like a toned down version of the character. You see him tearing someone in half, and he looks like a street shark. If anyone remembers that TV show from the 90s, he looks like a street shark. And on top of all of that, he's voiced by Sylvester Stallone as well. Jamie says, I love Sly as King Shark. Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Sylvester Stallone. We've covered a bunch of Stallone films on the channel as well. It's just great that, you know, he's here. And I guess judging by how he talks in this and sort of like the snatches of words here and there, I guess that's going to be like the Groot character. It's going to be this really weird, larger than life character to clash with the rest of the group who maybe only says like a couple of words or a couple of sentences. He's going to be the Groot-like character. You've also got what looks like this kind of, I won't say it looks like a raccoon, but it looks like some kind of rat thing or like a weasel. I think it's a weasel, actually. I think there's a character in it like a weasel. So I don't know if he's going to be like the Rocket Raccoon kind of stand-in. You can see the structure that they wanted to go for and that initial setup and feel of Guardians of the Galaxy. And it feels very much like that as well. The fact that it's even written by James Gunn as well, it just feels more at home with those kind of jokes that you'd get in Guardians of the Galaxy. However, this is R-rated and this is red band, so I think that James Gunn can be a lot more near the mark. He can be a lot darker with his sense of humor and a bit more suggestive with things. And I think that's what you need for Suicide Squad. You know, you can't do Suicide Squad light. You've just got to embrace it for what it is. And the horrible degenerates that this whole crew is, which is the whole point of the Suicide Squad. I'm really looking forward to this thing. I think there was a lot of jokes that genuinely got a good laugh at me on this one. And I keep forgetting that it's coming out August this year. I kept thinking that Suicide Squad was like coming out next year. But no, this thing's out August. I'm going to get the precise date, actually, so we know when to mark our calendars for. I want to say as well, the new posters that have come out for this thing look incredible. Oh, that's Jamie says that the character's called Weasel. Oh, I guess I was right then. Let me see when this was coming out. Sorry. So August the 6th, sorry, this film's coming out. It's going to be released concurrently on HBO Max and also in theaters as well. And then, as I mentioned, you've got that Peacemaker spin-off TV series coming out with John Cena, which is coming out. Oh, sorry, January, not March, January 2022. So I really hope this thing's good. I'm loving this first trailer. I think we'll probably get another trailer closer to the time, but I was really curious about this thing, and part of me was like, oh, here we go again, the Suicide Squad. Can you really win me over a second time? This kind of looks like what they should have just done in the first place. This looks incredible. And you know, when Marvel sacked James Gunn over those tweets that he made like 10 plus years ago, which was so stupid, when they fired him, DC snatched him up. And, well, I know he's worked things out now with Disney and Marvel, and since then he is going to be directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 as well. But I think they're onto a winner with this one because this looks like a lot of fun. So anyway, without the risk of repeating myself, that'll do it for my live trailer reaction to the Suicide Squad. It got a good laugh out of me. And now I want to hear from you guys as well. Comment below and let me know what you thought of this trailer, the first official trailer for the Suicide Squad. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And once again, I'll get my words out. Be sure to follow us on our social medias, Facebook at Cinema Savvy, Twitter at cinema_savvy. We're on Letterboxd at letterboxd.com/cinemasavvy. And also we have some merch that you can pick up, some t-shirts and stuff in the TeePublic link in the description down below. And also, don't forget to get your Oscar predictions into us. We have the Oscar predictions giveaway where you can stand to win a £15 Rakuten voucher. Information on that is in the description down below, so please check that out as well. This has been a lot of fun, so thank you to everyone that's tuned in and commented along with me. And until the next video, we'll see you guys next time.